Oh, we lip reading tonight, guys.
Hey, now I'm pulling your leg. I want to see if you can actually,
Lip read.
if I can't speak, then you can fill in for me, Natalie.
Oh, okay. Yeah, no problem. You know, we do what we have to do.
Absolutely.
The message might not get across in the same way, but you know.
Natalie, by this time you are well-oiled, well exercised, ready to rock and roll. I think you can do it.
Flattery, sir, flattery will get you everywhere.
Yeah, there we go. There we go. There we go. Nice. Well, good evening, Susan. Nice to see you on the platform here this evening, live with your camera on. Love it. Excellent. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Good evening. We've got Valencia in the house. We've got Cynthia in the house. Umzile is here. Gail is here. Anna-Marie is here. Arsila is here. Yolandi Ruiz. I think it's the first time you're joining us live, Yolandi. Welcome. If I have it wrong, I do apologize. If I don't, welcome, welcome, welcome. Lydia, good evening. Malatse, good evening. Monica, hello. Jerry King is here again for another King's message. Johannes Slabbert is here. Natalie is here. And then office at iSeekHelp International is here as well. Welcome, welcome, welcome. All right. Simone, you helping me out with the recording this evening? Thank you very much. Hopefully I won't mess it up again. Okay, great stuff. All right, fantastic, guys. Good evening and welcome. It's a very exciting evening this evening. I hope you have rolled up your sleeves and you are ready to work like crazy. I want to ask you to please do me a big favor. This is a very interactive session. If you want to put on your camera, you're more than welcome to do that. If you're already in bed, that's also no problem whatsoever. We're not going to pay attention to what you are wearing. We're not going to see whether you've kept your makeup on or not. Valencia, you always need to do your makeup, so I'm not going to give you off this evening. But for the rest of the guys, you don't have to have your makeup on. You can have the kids running around the back. It doesn't matter at all, but I really want you to interact with me as much as possible. So as we get started this evening, if you are tuning in live or if you are watching the rerun, this is quite an interesting subject. It is something that I absolutely love talking about. It's something that I absolutely love implementing for absolutely everybody that I get in contact with. Somewhere along the line, we do talk about something called a goal. Now, I want you to, the very first note I want you to make this evening, and this is very much going to be our topic going into 2026 as well, is I want you to write down the number one, the power of one, okay? And our topic this evening is very much the power of one, and I'll get to that in a second. But if you're taking notes this evening, and if you are just taking away this one thing from this evening, is the power of one. So can I ask everybody that got that power of one to give me a thumbs up, please? In the emojis, just give me a thumbs up, or in the comments area, you can also just put down the number one if you got the message loud and clear. All right. Fantastic. Good. So, guys, before we kick it off this evening, let's hear some feedback. Let's get some feedback from last week going into this week. As we are wrapping up this year, I said to someone yesterday, it's amazing how we worked for 52 weeks of the year only to squeeze everything into the last 2 weeks. It's amazing. It's like we worked for 50 weeks just to finish it all in the last 2 weeks, which is really, really interesting. So anybody want to quickly unmute and just give us a bit of feedback, where they're at, what has happened to them? Are they excited? Are they sad? Are they expecting? Are they becoming grandparents? Are they becoming parents? Have they won the lotto? Then obviously they will probably not be here. They will be on a plane on holiday somewhere. All right. So guys, nice to have you all on here this evening. And I want to really dive into a lot of deep things tonight. So get ready. Okay. Can I maybe single out one person? Nikki, thank you very much for switching your camera on. If I can pick on you, please. Give us some
Sure.
good news. What happened to you in the last 7 days? What are you excited about? What transformed? What changed? Any wins that you had?
So nothing major, but I'm just excited about December. It's always a lovely time of year. Yes, we have had a lot of rain, but it is lovely weather when it's not raining. And yeah, just that whole Christmas vibe and everything. So I'm feeling quite positive this week. Otherwise, work has been challenging. Also had some personal bad news in the last month with my mom passing on. So, wow, that's a lot of information I'm sharing.
Oh.
But yeah, feeling good this week. Thank you.
Nikki, our condolences for your loss. And, if there's anything that we can do to help and support you, please do reach out.
Thanks,
It is a difficult time, and I know that you want to live your life to celebrate hers, so make every day count.
Absolutely. Thank you.
Fantastic. So thank you very much for sharing that. Always nice to hear from you guys. And I get so many messages, and I speak to so many of you during the course of the week. So it really is refreshing to see all your faces as well and to have on the platform this evening. So can I see, is there anybody here that, let me share my screen and then we can get going. I want to share this screen. There we go. Just give me a thumbs up there if you can see my screen, please. I don't know why it's not showing.
We can see your screen.
Yeah, it's not showing on my side. Let me just show it again. All right. I hope you can see. Can you still see it?
Yeah.
Okay, great stuff. All right. Perfect, guys. Can anybody tell me what this is? Anybody in the chat box below? If you want to unmute yourself, give me an idea. What do you think this is?
Ooh. 12 months of the year.
12 months of the year. All right. So looks like a light bulb, right?
Mhm.
Yes. All right. And what does a light bulb need to function?
Electricity.
Electricity. All right. So can I, is there anybody here that works for Eskom? I'll just see quickly.
Don't give your name. Don't give your name.
Maybe they got some big bonuses. They're not on the call this evening. All right. So Natalie, you're unmuted. So let me ask you this: do you understand how electricity works?
Yeah, sort of. Not technically. I'm not technologically past that way, but I've got the basics, I guess. Maybe.
How does it work? Can you explain to me how does it work? The protons and electrons and everything, and then
No, I can't do that. I think you need to ask Johan about that.
Johannes. Okay. All right. So let me ask you this, Natalie. Do you have a hairdryer?
Yes, man. Gideon.
Do you have an air fryer?
I plug it in and I switch it on and it comes through. The electricity works. That's
And it
all.
works. Okay.
I did learn Gideon, I did learn an interesting fact. I had the electrician here a little while ago. Do you know that the electricity in your board, what do they call it? Your
distribution board, yes.
There you go, in that one. You need to actually tighten those screws every couple of months because the electricity vibrates so much that it actually loosens those screws.
Absolutely.
You know that.
Yes, absolutely. Well, that's some very valuable information for everybody. So let me just quickly ask you this, Natalie. So you don't understand how electricity works. You don't understand all the electrons and the protons and how the electricity is put together, but you know how to use it, right?
Absolutely.
Okay. So remember, as we started this evening, I said, you want to remember one thing, the power of one. There's one thing that you can do every single day that will make a difference. So I want you to get this concept. You don't need to understand how electricity works. in order to use it. But you need to have a basic understanding of what it can do for you in order for you to be able to use it and to utilize it. Now, thank goodness for electricity, because otherwise we would not be able to communicate with one another this evening. We will not have lights. I will not have the aircon on as it's streaming hot in my house. So it is really, really important that you understand electricity is nothing but a system, right? And I'm going to share some slides with you this evening. So here's something I just want you to be aware of. In electricity, there is something called generation. So we've got, these coal fire steam things that's been around for about 40 years. We've got wind generation, we've got solar, we've got steam, we've got all these fracking that takes place around the world. So there's a generation of electricity. That's a system by itself. Then there is the transition, the transportation or the distribution part of it, where it goes from high voltage all the way to low voltage. And then there is the substations in our local towns, and then there's us, the consumers. So each one of these things has got a system. Now, if I have to go into all the details about generation, I have to go into all the details about transition, all the details about distribution, we will be here forever and ever, and you would probably lose interest along the way. Do you agree with me? Can you give me some thumbs up there? Does it make sense? Does it land with you? All right. So just follow me for a second. I just want to get this concept across. The power of one is very important for you to understand. You don't need to know how the generation work. You don't need to know how the transition or the transportation or distribution of electricity works. You don't need any of that. All you need to know is how to consume it and how to consume it safely, right? And tonight is about systems. So if we look at this entire program here, everything that you've got on the screen here, I'm going to just put this up here and I'm going to say, remember this, energy systems, right? So if you put all of those elements together, it forms a system. Now, if we had someone from Eskom here this evening, and they would probably be working in generation, they would be able to break it down into a million steps for us in terms of everything that is needed for generation to take place. If we had someone here that was maybe working in the distribution or in the transportation of electricity, they will be able to break it down into different parts, different departments, different responsible people, different ways of distributing electricity safely so that we all can consume it. So remember this, the system is very, very important. And this is a fact. You do not rise to the level of your goals, but you fall to the level of your system. So I want you to, if you thought tonight was about goal setting, you're quite right. It is about goal setting, but I really want you to think of goal setting as a system, right? I want you to really think about the impact that one single element, one single step can have. If there's a distribution network in electricity, the generation doesn't take place properly, the distribution doesn't take place properly, we cannot consume it properly. So if there's any one of these steps that's missing, there's a break in the system. So when you look at your goals, when you look at the system, when you look at what we're going to unpack this evening, I want you to look at all the big impact areas, and I want you to keep this picture in your mind. In electricity, there's at least 4, 5, 6 different areas, direct cause factors that had an impact on the electricity system. And this is what I want to get across with you, that I have realized in the time that I've worked with clients and in 28 years of helping in the personal development industry, people don't really understand the difference between implementing a system. They always go out and set the goal, set the goal, set the goal. And there's nothing wrong with that because a goal gives you the direction. But it's the system that helps you to make the progress. So please make that note. The goal gives you the direction and the system gives you the progress. All right. So who's excited for this evening? Who's excited? Excited. Thank you very much. Catherine, hello. Yes, like long time no see. Yes, like, so good to see you. I see Monica is here as well. Good evening, Gail. Good evening, everyone that's tuned in. And it's very important for me to also please, just recognize and welcome all our guests this evening. What is this platform all about? This platform, number one, is about helping you find clarity, certainty, direction, to come and fill your cup once a week. It is for you to bring your friends and your family to get inspired, maybe to make one small change every single day and then to transform their life. And then it's also for our professionals that are helping other people to help them to fine-tune these skills, to maybe, make them once again aware of all the wonderful things and wonderful tools and all the difference that we make out there. So this is an official invite to everybody that knows anybody that wants to elevate their life, transform their life, do personal development, help others to develop. You are more than welcome to invite them onto our platform. We get together every Thursday night, 7 o'clock, usually an hour. Tonight we're going to be a little bit longer, but this is really a phenomenal platform. And every single time you have someone that you invite onto the platform and they reach out to me or any one of our colleagues, we will always refer them back to you, so you can be safe that we will always keep the line of ethics 100% in place, that if you have any clients or anybody that you refer that you want to expose to our platform, be rest assured that every single time we refer them back to the person that actually invited them. Right, Natalie, you've got a question?
No, I don't. I'd like to just say thank you to my client, Yolandi, who's here tonight. The others that I invited are got busy. But Yolandi's here. Welcome, Yolandi. Nice to have you with us.
Thank you so much. Can you guys hear me?
Yes, we can.
Because I just logged onto this, but I can't seem to get my camera working now. So if you want my camera, I will have to go back to my phone.
No, don't worry, Yolandi.
I will still share, but at least you can hear me. I'm glad. Thank you.
Cool.
Thank you so much, Yolandi. Thanks for joining in, and nice to have you on the platform. Thank you, Natalie, for inviting her. Right. So, guys, I want you to quickly think about one specific thing that you want to achieve in 2026. I know last week we touched base on the importance of goal setting. We spoke about all the different elements. But tonight I want to get into the nitty-gritty. Tonight I really want to unpack it. Tonight I want to dive deep. I also want to ask someone actually to be my guinea pig. So I will definitely get to know a little bit more about what your goals are soon. So just before we get there, I want to just go a little bit further on with my presentation. And here's the thing that I want you to recognize. Again, one thing is the power of one. You need a system that doesn't collapse when you are tired, when you are stressed, and when you feel unmotivated. All right. So this time of the year, can I just see a show of hands? Anybody feeling stressed out? Alden, you look tired and stressed out and unmotivated. All right. So unfortunately, there's not an emoji with 3 thumbs. So if there was, then you could have used it. All right. So guys, do you agree with me that you have all set goals in the past? You've all done incredible things to try and achieve your dreams and goals and ambitions, only to find yourself, repeating the same thing over and over again, over and over again. So here's what you want. You need a system that does not collapse when you are tired or stressed or unmotivated. Okay. So when you build a house, what is the first thing that you do? Can I see in the chat box, please? What is the first thing that you do when you build a house? Do you start with the roof, or do you start by the furniture?
Foundation. You lay the foundation.
Foundation. Okay. Are you sure, Susan? When I rebuilt my house, I first needed to buy the furniture so I can see if the furniture is going to fit.
But you have to know the foundation before you can build anything.
Yes, absolutely. All right. So, and before you do the foundation, you need to
to plan.
You need to plan. You need to plan, right? So Dudu says you need to draw a plan. Dorette says you need to draw a plan. Cynthia says you need to draw plans. Natalie says you need a plan. Okay, and then before you do the plan, before you can actually start building, you need approval, right? So these are all these things that you need to do. So think about this as we go through the presentation this evening, and as we unpack this system. What is the very first thing that we need to do before we can do the next thing? Before we can do the next thing, before we can do the next thing, right? And often what we do is we say, listen, I'm going to build a house, and we don't really think about the logic that goes into building a house. And that's why we've got a builder, or we've got a site manager that actually can help us with those steps and the logic of, once I've done this thing, I need to do the next thing. And once I've done that thing, I can do the next thing, and then I can do the next thing. Right. Does this make sense, guys? Can I see a show of hands? Thumbs up. Perfect. Yes. Nikki says yes. Valencia says yes. Okay, great. Fantastic. Right. So I want to show you guys a quick video. And when you do watch this video, I actually want you to make a few notes. There's one underlying message that you will get from this video. And then when we come back, I want you to give me that underlying message, maybe in one word, one line, or you can unmute and just give us some feedback. All right? So let me quickly do this. Please tell me if you can actually hear the sound.
The story of the Chinese bamboo tree is a
Yes.
powerful lesson in patience, persistence, and trust in the process. When you plant a bamboo seed, you water it, nurture it, and give it sunlight. Yet for years, there is no visible sign of growth. For 4 long years, nothing seems to happen. It can be frustrating, discouraging, maybe even lead you to believe your efforts are in vain. But in that 5th year, something miraculous occurs. In just 6 weeks, the bamboo tree shoots up to 90 feet tall. All that time it was building a deep, strong root system, preparing for this explosive growth. This story teaches us that great things take time. Just because you don't see immediate results doesn't mean you aren't growing. Keep nurturing your dreams, keep putting in the work. When the time is right, your efforts will pay off in ways you never imagined. Remember, success isn't about instant results. It's about persistence, patience, and the belief that the best is yet to come.
All right. Okay, guys, can you give me a one-liner about what that video said, please, or one word?
Rooted.
Pardon?
Rooted. Sorry, I don't know where to type.
System.
Where do I type?
No, that's fine. We can hear you.
Okay. No, what I got is rooted.
All right.
Become rooted.
Yeah. So the story of the Chinese baobab tree, you can go and there's quite a number of videos on that. You plant the seed and you literally need to water it for 5 years. Every single day, 5 years. You don't see a single little thing, and then all of a sudden one day it will just show up and basically grow 90 feet in record time. That's over 90 feet is how many meters? Divided by 3, 30 meters into the air. Right. Now it cannot grow that tall, it cannot go that high unless it's got a proper root system. And creating a system for yourself, creating a system for your life, creating a goal plan, right? So a lot of people will refer back to a goal plan. A goal plan is nothing but a system. And a system stands for save yourself, time, energy, and money. Acronym for a system, I'm going to say it again, save yourself, time, energy, and money. Right. So guys, you got from that video, I see here that Daniel says foundation, patience, and persistence. Patience takes time. Consistency, yes. Trust the process. Persistence. Never give up. Persistence. Plant the seed. Yes. Correct. I like that. You need to plant the seeds. And then you need to be consistent in giving it food, giving it air, allowing it time. So who does the magic? Do we do the magic as humans? Do we do the magic? Do we suddenly, get to the seed to start growing? Or is that the old man upstairs' job? What is our job? Yes, it's the old man's upstairs job, right? He does the magic. All we need to do is put the plant in the seed, create the right environment, create the right ambience, give it water, give it enough nurture, persistence every single day, and it will pay off and it will start growing. Yes, Lisa.
It is faith like potato.
Yes, faith like potatoes. Absolutely. I love that video, that movie. That was really stunning. Thank you very much for the reminder. Absolutely. Great. So let me continue. So guys, here is the big difference between a goal and a system. Okay. A goal is usually a wish on a piece of paper. And I know when I ask you guys to write down a goal, or if I ask you to put a goal down, some of you might have given me a health goal. Some of you might have thought of a relationship goal. Some of you might have thought of a wealth goal. So let me just explain a wealth goal. Maybe a wealth goal is, how you earn an income, what you do on a daily basis. Maybe you're a student, you're still studying. What are you doing to accumulating wealth? What are you doing to earn an income? Anything to do with wealth, especially if you're earning an income, and if you are a mental health professional, as an example, what are you doing on a daily basis? What are your goals to grow your practice? If you are wanting to grow your relationship with yourself, number one is obviously very, very important. How do you feel about yourself? What do you do to develop yourself on a daily basis? Apart from tuning in every Thursday evening to be around and to be with the Momentum group, what else do you do between 7 o'clock on a Thursday to next week 7 o'clock on a Thursday? What is the relationship that you want to have with yourself going in 2026? What is the relationship that you want to have maybe with your colleagues? What is the relationship that you want to have with your boss? What is the relationship that you want to have with your kids? What is the relationship that you want to have with your partner? What is the relationship or the spiritual relationship that you want to develop? There's so many different relationships that we can actually unpack. You need to write it down. Now, remember what I said. A goal gives you direction. A system gives you the opportunity to make progress. Right. So you said, please repeat the acronym for system. Yes. Right, Daniel, it says it's save yourself. So save is the first S, and then yourself, YS, time, energy, and money. Save yourself, time, energy, and money. Right. So a system gives you structure in your day. This is the big difference between writing down a goal, it's a wish on a piece of paper, and a system is a structure that you add to your day. It's something that you say, right, I'm going to get up at this time in the morning, and many of us already have a routine. So don't confuse it with a routine. A system is something that you do on a daily basis to make progress, which I'll unpack a little bit more in detail. Right. So here's what a goal sounds like. I want to be successful, right? I want to be successful in my personal relationship with myself. I want to love myself. I want to love my wife. I want to have a phenomenal relationship with my kids. I want to have many clients that gets transformed. Whatever you say, it is a goal. It's the thing that you write down on a piece of paper. It's usually a wish, something that you wish. Right. A system takes that wish and say, right, every day I do the work that makes success unavoidable. Right. There's a huge difference. All right. I want to see some show of hands here, guys, because the moment you get this, you're going to go to the bank. I promise you that. You're going to go to the bank with your health, with your wealth, with your relationships. how you feel about yourself, how you look at 2026, everything is going to change. The system gives you the opportunity to say, right, every day I do the work that makes success unavoidable. Now, another way that we can say that in terms of moving away from the unwanted and rather go towards the wanted is, can someone help me to rephrase that, please? Every day I do the work that makes successful unavoidable. What other way can I put that instead of going away from what I don't want towards what I want? Possible. Every day I do the work that makes success possible. Absolutely. Great stuff. Thank you very much, Dorette. Any other word that I can put in there? Every day I do the work that makes success.
Abundance.
Abundance. Yes. Every day I do the work that makes success.
Achievable.
Achievable. Yes. Every day I do the work that makes success.
Inevitable.
Inevitable. Yes. I like that one. Inevitable. Harshila, please type it in the chat box. Inevitable. Wow. Okay. Every day I do the work that makes success. If you buy new shoes, do they give you a guarantee? If you inevitable, yes. So every day I do the work that makes success guaranteed. Yes, there we go, Yolandi. Thank you very much. Guaranteed. Okay. Right. Make it fun. Success fun. Yes, of course. Right. That's our first rule, and we'll get to that in a second. Right. So guys, this is why a system is so important. Now, if you are here this evening for goal setting, that's fantastic. We'll get to that in a second, but I want you to understand the importance of a system. Okay? Can we move on? Thumbs up. Everybody got that? Save yourself time, energy, and money. Okay. So guys, here is it. Tonight, we're going to design a powerful life system. A powerful life system. One that we're going to set a goal that's going to give you direction, but we're going to fill in the blanks. We're going to make sure that your system is set up in such a way that you can make progress on a continuous basis. Who would like that? Who would like that for once and for all? Say, man, you know what? This is it. Gee whiz. The 11th of December is my red letter day. Who knows what a red letter day is? Right? Have you ever get a demand for payment from anybody? Did you notice that it's in red? Right? Okay? It's a demand. We demand you to take action. So this is a red letter day for you, the 11th of December. I demand you to take action. I want to encourage you to take action. I will never tell you what to do. I'm just using that as an example. Go and demand progress from yourself. Go and demand that you now, once and for all, is going to do something about your life. If you are stuck, you're going to get unstuck. Right. Now, here's the question. Can anybody tell me what this lady is going through? Unmute yourself. Give me an idea. In the popular.
Anxiety.
Anxiety. Okay. Yes.
Stressed, tired.
Tired. Yes.
Frustration.
Overwhelmed.
Overwhelmed. Yes. Okay. What else? Headache. Oh yeah, absolutely. Could be. Okay, you're having one of those? All right.
Mental block.
Pardon? Say again, Lydia.
Mental block.
Mental blocked. Yes, frustrated. Maybe she got a letter of demand. She doesn't know how she's going to pay her bills. Right? Maybe she got a, she's stuck. Absolutely. Yolandi, thank you very much for saying that. Okay. She could be stuck. Now, yes.
Sorry, then I was going to say maybe she misses her newborn baby that she left at home. She's just gone back to work.
Absolutely.
From maternity leave.
Absolutely. Okay. And, you know, if you are tired of starting over, so we're going to start a new year pretty soon, 20 days away. If you are tired of starting over, if you are tired of feeling guilty about all the promises that you've made, Okay, who's made promises in the past and they didn't keep it? You don't have to thumbs up. You can just think about this. Made some promises, didn't keep it. Maybe made some promises and you couldn't deliver, whatever the circumstances might have been, right? So if you are tired of writing down goals and then only to find 2 weeks later that you haven't done anything about those goals, today is maybe time for you to look at this slightly different. Tonight is the night that you get to know about how to build a system. And a system is about putting those roots in the water, in the soil. It's about absorbing the water. It's about building and doing every single day. And at first you might be doing it, and you might be doing it, and you might be doing it. You not be seeing the results. But if you have a clear system in place, you can track exactly what you need to do next. You know exactly when you need to do and where you need to be at what stage. Right. So I want you to make this note. Stop chasing goals. Start building systems. Now, it sounds like I'm repeating myself, but I really want you to get this. Systems gives you structure. Systems gives you structure. Now, if you guys have been on this platform before, and if you are part of all our various training programs, you know, my preference is that of order, processes, and plans. So I'm a little bit over explaining myself this evening in terms of systems, but please bear with me because this is where all the detail comes out. Okay, maybe you are listening to me or a little bit bored already. Maybe you're the analytical type, or maybe you're feeling a little bit overwhelmed, you know, your emotions all over the place. No problem, just stick with me, right? You're going to see the big picture soon. And this is how we grow. This is how we actually set ourselves up for success. So remember this picture. Build systems. Systems gives us structure. Systems gives us progress. Now, I want to quickly see. Who has been inspired before to do something? You know, you hear about maybe a course, you want to do a course, or maybe you think, you know what, I've always wanted to help people, and you feel inspired, and you go and do a life coaching course, or like you know, some relationship course, or maybe a goal setting course, or you come and tune in on a Thursday evening to come and get inspired, right? So here you are, you're inspired, magic, you're here, right? Now what happens is, and this is, I want you to see if you can recognize this. So also tell me, sometimes if you can look at all these colors, yellow, blue, purple, red, orange, green, and blue. When we are done, see if you can recognize where you are stuck, or where you are, where you can recognize yourself getting to that place, and then you don't know how to move forward. So you get inspired, and some of you are going to be inspired tonight. I know that for a fact, right? No question about it. You're going to set big goals. You're going to write them down. You're going to put the highlighter. You're going to put it up on the wall. Maybe you want to, I don't know, lose some weight, and you're going to go and get this picture of this fancy person without a shirt on, maybe in a bikini. You're going to put it up on the fridge. So every time you want to grab something from the fridge, it's going to be your reminder of what you want to do. So you're going to do all of that. And here's what's going to happen. You set the big goals. You write the plans. Okay, I need to get a meal plan. I want to make R1 million next year. So every day I'm going to be doing this. And every month I need to do this. And I need to speak to so many people. You've got the big plan written down. So you write the plan out. It's there. It's clear. You feel unstoppable. You're like, man, this is unbelievable. Your partner says to you, why are you so up so late? No, I'm writing my plan, my business plan. This is it. I'm going to make it happen. You know, I found this new diet. I'm going to do it. I'm going to throw out all the rubbish, and I'm going to buy all the good things. I'm not going to wait for Christmas to pass. I'm going to start straight away. By the 1st of January, I'm well on my way. It's going to be unbelievable. You feel unstoppable. And then here is what happens. Life gets messy, right? You need to do this for the boss, and you're running late with this, and it's here in function, yeah, and it's your partner's complaining about not eating the right food, and you're up late in the night, and you wake up thinking about your planning, then you're readjusting it, and life gets messy. And then what happens? Work starts piling up because you've been spending so much time on writing the plans and setting all these big goals. Now the workload is an absolute mess, and it feels like a mountain. Is anybody so far with me? All right, you getting to what I'm saying? Okay. Now the emotion kicks in. You say, oh my goodness. You know what? I was on that course. I was on that Thursday evening. I got so inspired. I set all the goals. I wrote down all the plans. Life got messy. Work piled up. Oh, I feel so overwhelmed. And the old habits kicks in. Old habits returns. Right. Take it for yourself. How many times have you started a savings plan? Savings plan. Big goals. I'm going to go overseas with this money that I'm going to save, right? I'm going to buy a new car. I'm going to fix the roof. Whatever. You write down the plans. Life gets messy. Emotions kicks in. You're like, oh my goodness. You know what? I feel so bad about my situation and everything at work. I'm just going to go and do some retail therapy, and you blow all that savings money. Right. I know none of you have ever done anything like that, but for those of you that can relate, okay, here's what happens. The moment those old habits kicks in, you start blaming yourself. Oh, you know what? I'm such a loser. Gee whiz, I had a plan to save 500 Rand a month, and I couldn't even get to month number 6, and I spent it all on a new dress and shoes, and yes, I'm such a loser. Guess what happens? You just want to feel better. So you return to the old familiar self. You say, you know what, that dream that I had to really make a difference, the dream that I had to be financially independent, the dream that I had to have better relationship with my kids, better relationship with my partners, spend more quality time with my family. You know what? Yeah. That course I attended. Yeah. Okay. Remember, the habits that we don't change is the habits that will not make a difference in our life. So we return to the old familiar self. Nothing changes. And now what happens is we sit around and wait for the next thing to inspire us. Come on. Can anybody relate? Thumbs up, please.
100%.
All right.
Gideon, you don't have to be so personal. Thank you.
I actually did this for myself. So this is my own notes to myself. Thanks for that, Dudu. Right. And then here's what happens. We look at our life and we say, okay, well, nothing has changed. Let me go and look for something else to do. Let me go and look for the next big thing that's going to inspire me. And here's what happens. If you've done a course before and you were hoping that this course is going to change your life, and the way it was packaged and the way it was sold and the way it was presented was, this is going to be the best thing that's ever going to happen to you in your entire life. You get inspired, you set the big goals, you write the plans, life gets messy, you feel unstoppable, work piles up, the emotion kicks in, old habits, and you start blaming yourself. Can anybody tell me, where do they usually get stuck here? Give me a color in the chat box or unmute, please.
Red.
Red. Life gets messy. All right. Is that you, Natalie?
Pardon, Gideon?
Was it you, Natalie?
Yes, that was me, sir.
Okay, great. All right. Somebody else also said red? All right. Gail said red as well. All right.
Red.
Red. Baleka says orange. Work piles up. Yes, Baleka. I know you're feeling. I know the feeling. All right. Cool.
Green.
Green. All right. Emotions kick in. Yes. You know how many times people get stuck at green? All right. Unbelievable. Now remember this. Remember what we started off this evening? We said the power of one. Right? The power of one. Remember. Power of one. Green. All right. Green. Dorette says blue. Old habits return. Yes. Catherine says emotions kicks in. Yes. Cynthia says green. Yes. Right? Okay. Green. Malatse. Thank you. All right. Okay, guys. Now here's the next thing. Now the next thing comes along and you start looking. Let's use an example. Let's say, for instance, you set out a target. You want to become a mental health professional. You want to help people to transform. Or maybe, you know, you want to make a difference in your society, whatever. And you did a course, and now you were hoping that after you did the course, all of a sudden you're going to have a full practice and, you know, everything is just going to be phenomenal. And you set the big goals, you write the plans, life gets messy, work piles up, emotion kicks in, old habits return, you start blaming yourself as being a loser. And now what do? True story. You look for the next course that's going to inspire you. All right? And this is what happens. Right? All right, Daniel, I'll share with you the slides, but you know, you can see there it says set big goals, write plans, feel unstoppable, life gets messy, work piles up, emotion, old habits return, blame. You want to feel better, and now because you want to feel better, you do something. It's like, man, I need, you know, just like I heard about this thing that they're going to do at church on Sunday. You know, maybe that's going to inspire me to do things differently. And then you go there, and what happens? You feel inspired for that moment. You set big goals. You write the plans, and sometimes, you know, on your way home, you even write on your till slips, you know, the big plans that you're going to get. You feel unstoppable. You get home, and there's your unhealthy, overweight family watching television, and you want to tell them about what happened to you at this incredible course, and they just tell you, listen, go away, we're watching cricket or we're watching Netflix or whatever, and now life gets messy and you feel despondent and life piles up, work piles up, emotion kicks in, old habits comes back, you start blaming yourself again, and then you wait for the next thing that needs to inspire you. So guys, this is unfortunately a loop that I have been in many times. Okay? Because I also like process, orders, and plans, I overthink a lot of things. So I would go and write down the goals, I would go and write down the plans, and then I would spend so much time on the details that I actually never get anywhere else. In fact, I don't even get to feel unstoppable, because by the time I've written down all the steps, I feel so overwhelmed that there's too many steps that I never feel unstoppable, and I just, you know, don't do anything with it. Right. So if you're anything like me, a system is what will help you to make progress. So let's continue a little bit. So the fact is, we only can change our life when we change our routine, when we change our habits. Often we say, I want a better life. I want to live healthier. I want to make more money. I want to go on more holidays. But your actions tells a completely different story. Think about that. I want to be healthy. And then next time when you open the fridge, there's milk tart that's left over from last week's party, and you finish it all in one go. Instead of having water, you drink coffee, whatever. You know, I'm just using terrible examples here, but I want you to get the understanding that your system, your success will rise and fall based on your actions, not what you say. The routines that you keep. If you want new direction in your life, you need to get rid of the old habits. You need to replace it with new habits. That's the only way. And the system is there to support you to do that. How do we create new habits? How do we get rid of the old ones? Well, here's a big note that you want to make. The moment you resist, whatever you resist is going to keep on showing up in your life. So if you say, I don't want to overeat, what you're actually saying is, I want to overeat. So be very careful when you do have those conversations with yourself. Rather say, I'm in control of my portion sizes. Form new habits. Put new thought processes in your mind that you create a different feeling, which we'll unpack in a second. So focus on the new habits. And when you focus on the new habits, when you focus on the new routine, when you put a system together to help you move forward. Remember, electricity has got all these different systems inside the big system, inside the bigger system. In order for you to move forward, it's very simple. One thing, power of one, new habits. Power of one, new habits. Do not focus on the old habits, focus on the new habits, focus on that what you want. And when you do that, it's like playing a song, it's like a rhythm. The more you focus on the new habits that you are forming, using a system to do that, the rhythm will create a pattern of movement that will push you forward. So keep in mind this picture. I love this picture. From the first moment I saw it, I want you to really look at this picture and see how many rhythms, how many movements, how many different frequencies you can see inside this picture. There's yellow, there's orange, there's pink, there's blue, there's white. There's a combination of different colors. If we could play this song, it would sound amazing if it was all in tune. If it was maybe not aligned, if it wasn't creating the right rhythm, it would sound horrible. And how often is our life like that? We've got a little bit going on here, a little bit going on there, a little bit going on here, and everything seems to be a mess. Everything seems to be all over the place, but it's got a rhythm. Your relationships has got a rhythm. Your finances has got a rhythm. Your workplace has got a rhythm. Your health has got a rhythm. Your attitude's got a rhythm. Your actions has got a rhythm, because it's things that you keep on repeating over and over and over again. I remember if we go back and we say, I feel guilty, old habits return, I wanted to make a change, I set the goals, I wrote it down, I felt a little bit unstoppable, life kicked in, I went back to my old familiar self, now I'm back to the old patterns. So if you want to change your life, it is about changing the rhythm of the exact thing that you want to change. Does it make sense? Can I get some streamers? Can I get some thumbs up, thumbs down if you don't understand? If it doesn't land, please let me know. Fantastic. Okay, cool. Now guys, this is a very important picture. When you go to bed tonight, I want you to think about this. This is not about exercise. This is about your habits. If your habits feels heavy, you will not stick with them. That's it. If your habits are it feels heavy, you will not stick with it. If it's difficult to change your habits, you will not do it. Therefore, it's important to pay attention to what you can do. Power of one. What is the one thing? What is the one thing that you can do that can change? All right.
Your mind?
Pardon?
Your mind?
Yes, absolutely. What is the one thing that you can change in terms of your habits? If it is health, what is the one thing, Natalie, that you can change in your health right now, starting tomorrow morning, that will make a difference? Can you name one thing?
Yeah, when I brush my teeth, I can do toe raises.
Toe raises. Okay,
Yeah.
great. Or a few squats. Fantastic. Just stand away from the zinc when you do the squats. If you don't take your
Lose my teeth.
break your teeth.
Natalie, you must please recall that. We really all want to see it. Please share it with all of us.
You think it'll beat your swimming pool photo video?
Yeah, no, that races is definitely gonna beat that.
All right. Thanks, Natalie. Right. So remember this when you get into bed tonight. If my habits is too heavy to change, if the things that I want to change is too heavy, the changes that I want to make is too heavy, I'm probably not going to do it. So what is that one thing, that 1% that I can do better tomorrow? Right. Now, I'm going to give you guys some homework, but I want you to do this between now and when we meet again in January. I want you to test this and just have a piece of paper or a little book, notebook or whatever next to your bed. And every night when you go to bed, just write down one thing that you didn't do for that day. Just close it down. Say, okay, listen, I didn't do it today. Be honest with yourself. I didn't do this today. Boom, write it down. And then underneath that, you write down the one thing that you want to improve tomorrow. And then you do that the same day again, the next day again. What is the one thing that I didn't do? What is the 3 things that I didn't do today that I wanted to do? The moment you do that, you close it off. Your mind doesn't think about it all day long. You switch off and you say, right, I didn't do these 3 things. So what? It's okay. Tomorrow, I need to improve one thing or by 1%. Okay. Go and test this. Very important. So guys, this is a lovely picture. I absolutely love this picture. And this is a very important one. Some of us are extremely productive in the morning. Some of us cannot get out of bed before 9 o'clock. Some of us get out of bed at 7, but we only wake up at 11. Some of us never wakes up, right? We get out of bed, but we never awake. Some of us extremely energetic at night. Some of us have a better creativity window in the afternoon. So I want you to also, when you do make the changes, don't fool yourself. Go and study and say, right, I'm at my best in the morning. What can I contribute to my morning routine that will make an impact long-term on my habits? What is the one thing that I can do at night? If I'm more productive at night, what can I do at night to make sure my day is better tomorrow? And that is why I think and I believe that when we go online and we go and look for the next magical diet that's going to help us lose weight or improve our health or remove brain fog or something that's going to help us to take care of our finances, 99% of the time it fails because it's not personalized to us. Remember, power of 1. What is that one thing that you can personalize towards yourself? What is that one thing that you can turn towards yourself and say, all right, listen, this is the one thing that I've got control over right now. I don't have control over anything that happens in terms of outside my perimeter, but my habits is the thing that I have control over. And then go and design daily little habits that you can actually fill in around that. Instead of trying to find a perfect routine, find something that you can keep doing. Find something that works for you. I am extremely productive and very creative at night, especially after about 9, 10 o'clock at night till about 12, 1 o'clock. And then I find that if I do spend that time in the evening, I find it difficult to sleep. And then I often wake up very, very early, and then my whole day, just kind of like snowballs from there. So I had to teach myself, say, right, I need to be more productive in the day, so therefore I need to try and scale back. So I needed to adapt and try and force myself to sleep a little bit earlier in the evening and then wake up earlier in the morning so that my day just looks different. So it was very difficult for me to do that because for 25 odd years, that was my routine. I would never go to bed before 1, 2 o'clock in the morning. I would be up by 6 o'clock. And then I had to switch it around. So I needed to make those adjustments. Every week, I needed to go to bed a little bit earlier, a little bit earlier, a little bit earlier, wake up a little bit earlier, wake up a little bit earlier. Now it's part of my routine. I didn't even get up with an alarm clock. I just get up when I feel like getting up, which usually is around about the same time every day. Right. So please know yourself. So guys, you've got lots of homework to do. Power of one, that one thing. Go and you know already what you like and what you don't like. You already know whether you like a structured plan or whether you just want to wing it all the time. Sometimes you can wing it. Sometimes you need a bit of a structured plan. Go and put it together, write it down. So your system, and we're going to get to a system just now. This is actually what we're leading up to, and that's where we're gonna continue pretty soon. The system is there to support you, so please write that down as well. The system is there to support you. It's there to carry you when you lack motivation. It's there to help you to stay on track. The system is built for the hard days. Remember the yellow, the red, the blue, all those areas, that loop. When that loop shows up, then the system is there to say, right, this is not my old pattern. It's not my old habit I'm repeating now. Where am I in my system? Right. And pressure comes. Some of you said this evening you are stressed out. Some of you said you're tired. Pressure comes from when you are trying to be something that you're not. When you are either living in the present, or when you're living in the past, or you're living in the future, and the only thing that you have control over right now, power of one, is tonight. Yeah. We don't even know what's going to happen in the next 5 minutes. So the moment you put yourself in that position where you can put a system in place that will protect your actions, that will protect your goals, that will protect your plan, then it removes the pressure. Remember this, power of one. One thought, one action, 1% improvement, repeated daily. Power of one. Just show up. Now we get into the fun stuff, guys. So I've given you a little bit of a background in terms of why a system is important, why goals setting 99% of the time actually fails. So it is one. Just show up. And this is something that you can write down as well. Just show up. So it's not about the maximum that you can do. It's about what is the minimum that I can do right now. Right. Consistency without pressure builds confidence. And I want you to daily show up. Because there's something extremely important that I want to share with you that I realized and that I actually discovered from doing daily affirmations now for well over 500 days without missing a day. It creates an incredible amount of confidence, creates an incredible amount of consistency and belief in yourself. So the moment you start showing up consistently without pressure, it builds confidence. And this is an image that I want you to remember. I love this image. I absolutely love it. Peggy, I'll get you now. I see that you've got your hand raised. Who can tell me what this is? Can anybody guess what this little character is, please? In the chat box.
It's a happy little brain.
A brain, yes. But what part of the brain? What brain chemical am I representing here?
Dopamine.
Fantastic. Dopamine, right. So the moment you just show up, just by showing up tonight, you're actually boosting your dopamine levels. Here where we are having fun and interacting with one another, you are both boosting your dopamine levels. Right. So This is a very important part of our presentation, and I want you to get this, the 7 Ps. And PG Paradigm actually taught me this. So I want to just recognize him for this, because this is something that I actually use with all my clients as well. And every single person that I work with. Proper planning plus preparation prevents poor performance. There's actually an 8P as well, but it's a bit censored, so we can't say that on a live platform like this. All right. It is proper planning plus preparation prevents P performance. Okay. So for those of you that want to know what the missing word is, you're more than welcome to reach out to me personally, and I will fill it in for you. But proper planning plus preparation prevents poor performance, and that is what a system is. So, PK, you've got your hand raised. If you can kindly unmute and just ask your question, please.
Yes, and the question isn't for you, Gideon. The question is for everyone here. Who is thinking or experiencing that Gideon is doing an absolutely fabulous job this evening? Yes, there's a lot of streamers. Thumbs up. Gideon, you on a roll. And thank you for an absolutely fabulous evening.
Thank you, PK. Also, thank you very much for your mentorship and your guidance, and for always having my ear to listen to when I need to put my system in place.
You always welcome, Gideon.
Thank you. Thank you. All right. Natalie, yes, you said it. So now you all know there's 8 Ps, not 7 Ps. So if you want to use that, you're more than welcome. Right. So guys, here's it. Who on this call can tell me what this lady is experiencing or feeling right now?
Happiness, joy, peace.
Happiness, joy, peace. All right. Anybody else? Joy. Yes. Correct. Okay. Content. Yes. Free. Yes, Yolandi. Fulfilled, yes. Relaxed, yes. Euphoria, yes. Bliss, yes. All right. I would say this lady pretty much have freedom. All right. Now, a lot of us think of freedom and we think to ourselves, your freedom is not having any responsibility. But I've got a bit of a different take on that. And here's my take on that. Tell me by giving me a 1 or a 2 in the chat box if you agree with me. I think freedom comes from clarity, certainty, and direction. Because the moment you have chaos and you don't know where you need to go, oh, I need to do a little bit here, I need to do a little bit there, I need to do a little bit there, oh, shucks, where am I? Oh, I wrote down this plan. Oh, shucks, I am supposed to be here already. So the moment you have clarity, confidence, certainty, it actually brings calmness. It brings freedom. Right. It brings bliss. It brings euphoria. It relaxes you. Have you ever seen those people? You can look at them and you're like, they walk into a room and they own the room, but they're so relaxed. They've got this relaxed intensity. They speak to you, but you don't want to stop talking to them. They've got so much, they've got like a smoothing effect on you while also inspiring you. Who knows those kind of people? Thumbs up. Anybody? You know what I'm talking about? Okay, great. And you can often go and have a look when you get to meet someone like that. Go and have a look. They've got confidence. They've got clarity. They've got certainty. They know when they get up in the morning, this is what I need to do with my health. This is what I need to do for my wealth. This is what I need to do for my relationships. Why? They've got systems. They've got a rhythm. That system helps them to create a rhythm. And the more they do it, the more they feel that rhythm. And the more they feel the rhythm, the bigger the song, the bigger the life, the bigger this experience, the bigger the success, the bigger the joy, the fun, the happiness is. Because they have that system in place. They've got confidence, certainty, clarity, and direction. So guys, a system brings you confidence, certainty, clarity, direction. freedom. I love this picture. I looked at this picture and I'm like, gee whiz, this is so special. This is so special to feel that way. You can just see that this person has got it all figured out. And if you want to feel that way, it's about putting a system in place for yourself. Now, here's something that I know most of you are aware of, but success and achievement is not only psychological, it's biological. Because the moment you have that reward, the moment you achieve something small, out of one little thing that you do, one little thing that you do better than yesterday, and you say, gee, man, you write it down in your book before you go to bed, you write it down, boom, 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 I achieved this today. Wow. What happens is dopamine. And the moment you have that dopamine spike, or that dopamine that takes place, that gets generated in your brain learn, right? Maralei will be able to teach us everything about dopamine. But the long and short of this, you just need to know how to use it. Just like you don't know how electricity works. You just know that if you plug it in, it works, right? The hairdryer works, the air fryer works, the television works, the Wi-Fi works. The same thing with your system. The moment you get this system in place, it brings the confidence, the clarity, the certainty. It biologically changes you because your brain starts adapting and start using the habits and the joy that the dopamine of achievement brings. So remember this, biologically, psychologically, yes, but biologically is more important. Your brain starts changing, your habits start changing, your thinking starts changing. I love this picture. I absolutely love this picture, right? Who is in love with this picture? Dopamine. I'm a winner. Yes, I'm a winner. And every time you recognize yourself for any achievement, doesn't matter how small it is, anything that you do and you feel that feeling, you're rewiring your brain. You're using the system to trick your brain into taking the action and feeling better. Right. So if you feel stuck, here's what most people do. They wait for the feeling to change. They say, you know what? I'm a little bit stuck, but I'll wait for motivation to knock on the door. Yeah, that never happens. And then when the motivation arrives, then I will take some action. And then when I take the action, what do I usually get? I usually get some results, right? Okay. But tonight I want you to do it slightly different. Power of one. Power of one. If you want to grow, I want you to start with the action. So make that note, please. Start with the action. If you take the action, it will bring the feeling. I promise you that. You take the action, whether you succeed or not, it doesn't matter. It will bring a different feeling. And then you will get results. So the magical formula here is take the action, it will change your identity, and it will bring the emotion. Right? That's the one. That's the one. Now, when I work with my clients as well, I really need them to move their body. Right? So let's use the example of someone that says, listen, man, I never have energy to exercise. Well, here's the thing. Put on your techies and go. Right? This morning I woke up very, very early with one massive headache. I had some tablets, didn't do anything. Then I tried to rest a little bit, didn't do anything. Eventually I got up, put my techies on, and I did a bit of exercise. Mind and body is one systemic system. The moment my body started moving, my mind caught up, right? And that massive headache broke. Why? I took the action. I didn't wait for things to get better. I didn't wait for it to feel better. I just said, okay, listen, I need to do something else. Took the action. The identity is there and the feelings changed, right? Does it make sense, guys? Right. So, man, I love this guy. I absolutely love this guy. All right. I even put on a shirt to match him. Okay. Dopamine, dopamine, dopamine. Right. This is the magic in the system. This is the glue that holds your system together. The moment you have that dopamine spike, that dopamine, that little achievement that you do every single day, everything that happens every single day, every single thing that you do and achieve, boom, that dopamine kicks in and you do more and you do more. And the more you do, the more you can do. And the more you want to do, the more the biological change inside your body starts becoming the motivator for you to do things. Right. Don't wait for the feelings to change. Don't wait for the motivation to knock on the door. Take action. You want to make a difference in your health? Take action. You want to make a difference in your wealth? Take action. You want to transform your practice? Take action. 2026 is around the corner. Are you going to wait until 2026? You're going to do it now? You're going to wait until 2027? Guess what? If you're going to wait until then, you might as well give up right now. It's never going to happen. So guys, something quickly I want you to be aware of. Remember this. How you feel right now, how you think right now impacts how you feel. It changes it impacts your actions. It changes and impacts your results. So let's get to the system. Let's get to the system. Who's ready to build the system? Thumbs up, please. Right. Thank you. Thank you. Whether you want to do that for your health, wealth, or your relationships, you need a system. Okay? I would recommend that you make it fun. Now, I'm going to come back to the dream box in a moment. This is also part of your homework. But the dream box concept is very simple. You take an old shoebox, you cut a slit on top in it, you put little pieces of paper next to it, and every time you walk past that box, you are forced to write down one dream and goal, and you need to put it in the box. Right. Do this for yourself. If your family wants to join in, they're more than welcome. Maybe get different color paper for each member of the household and put it down there and get them into the habit of actually start putting those dreams and goals inside the box. And once a week, once every 2 weeks, you open the box and you put it onto a vision, you put it onto a plan, you put it into your system, because otherwise it just remains a wish on a piece of paper. So if you want to make progress on that, yes, you need the clarity. Yes, you need the certainty. Yes, you need the direction. Now, to go and make the progress and to get there, we need the system. Okay. So let's get to a well-formed outcome. Okay. So does anybody want to share their personal goal or objective or something that they want to achieve for 2026 with me? Anyone? Right. Yes, Yolandi, go.
Okay, I have a few, but one thing at work, I
Yes,
definitely want to become a better speaker.
better speaker.
Mm. Not
What-
in front of a lot of people, I just mean in a meeting.
Okay.
Because I found that people sometimes don't understand me or that I don't express myself well enough.
Okay. Express, right. You want to become a better speaker. You want to have more confidence.
Confidence is there. I just, I'm Afrikaans, so I struggle a bit with the English. And sometimes I think in Afrikaans and I want to speak in Afrikaans, but then the words come out wrong, and or I speak too slowly or something like that.
Okay. So you still want confidence to speak in English.
Yes.
Okay. Confidence to speak English. Okay. Right. And what sort of work do you do?
I'm working in an IT company, but we deal with lots of projects and reports. But the projects, because of the projects, it's a lot of meetings.
Okay. Great stuff. Thank you for sharing. And then what will it bring you if you can become a better speaker, or you can express yourself better? You can be confident in speaking English while you're working on projects and reports. What will it bring you?
People will take me more serious.
Right?
And I will feel like I can do more.
Right. So you will have more confidence as well. Do more.
Yeah, definitely.
More confidence. Okay. Great. Now, Yolandi, thank you very much for that. By when would you like to be able to do this?
Okay, as soon as possible, but let's say, I don't know, by March next year.
Okay, is it the 1st of March, 31st of March, the 3rd of March, the 10th of March, the 18th of March? When would you like?
1st of
1st
March.
of March. Okay. 1st of March. Okay.
Can you guys hear the frogs in the background? Is it
Pardon, say
noisy?
again?
There's lots of frogs outside my window. Can you hear them?
No, we can't.
Okay, good.
Don't tease them. We don't want to.
No.
We don't want the prince to appear right now. So. All right, fantastic. All right. So Yolandi, if you
Yes.
look at a well-formed outcome, in order for you to have a system in place to achieve what you want to achieve, right? So a system once again stands for save yourself time, energy, and money. Save yourself time, energy, and money. We're going to put a system together tonight to actually help you achieve this, right? Now, guys, I'm doing this as an example. You can do your own one if you need help and assistance with this. It is difficult to do it the first time by yourself, so you're more than welcome to reach out to me afterwards and I'll gladly assist you. Right. So, Yolandi,
Yes.
do you have a very specific goal? So if you look at the screen over here, in order for your goal to actually materialize and for us to put that into a system to make sure that you actually achieve this, your goal needs to be written down, the outcome. So we want to say, I want to move towards, it's not I don't want XYZ anymore. I want to move towards ABC, right? So we need to create a well-formed outcome. Your goal, is it very specific? You said that I want to become a better speaker.
Yes, specifically not to stumble over my words.
Okay. So is that safe to say that we say, I want to become a better speaker? Or is it better to say, I want to speak with confidence?
And yes, confidence. And what's the other word?
Okay. I want to speak with, I want to speak English with
Confidence and clarity.
Confidence, yeah.
Yes, and clarity, yes. Clearly.
Okay, and clarity, yeah, clarity. Right, I want to speak English with confidence and clarity. Right.
There's another word that I can't think of, guys. It makes you more, people take you more serious. Assertive, that's it.
Yes, clarity, certainty. Can we say certainty?
Yes.
Certainty, right. I want to speak English with confidence, clarity, certainty.
What I also struggle with is planning and what I'm going to say. So sometimes I would say something that I should have said in the beginning and I end up saying it last or in the middle. You know, a clear plan so people can follow me.
Okay. They can.
I can do it well on email. But
serious. Serious. And to achieve more in my profession by 1 March 2026. Right. So I'm going to tell you what I've already written down and then we can just unpack it and anybody is welcome to chip in if you want to. I want to speak English with confidence, clarity, and certainty, to be taken seriously and to achieve more in my profession by 01 March 2026. Right, how can we fix this? How can we make this better? Anybody want to give me help here?
The only things that was not very clear is when she said achieve more. So what is more?
Okay.
That must be more specific.
Okay, what I meant is when I can do that, speak like that, I will feel like I can achieve more things.
Will you get a better position at work if you can speak?
Okay, basically, I will be able to carry that through in whatever I do.
All right.
If I can get that right.
Okay. All right. So I want to speak English with confidence, clarity, and certainty, to be taken more serious, to be more successful. What does success mean in your business? Is it signing more clients? Is it making more money, bringing in bigger projects?
All of that.
All of that. Okay. So we say to be taken more seriously and achieve more in my business. So can we say, and then we can add in here to bring in more paying clients. Right. Now we can actually go a little bit deeper and we can say how many more paying clients? 10 new,
Okay, so-
5 new, 6 new.
Okay, so we don't specifically bring in the clients, salespeople do, but then we must onboard them.
Yes. Okay.
And that's,
So are you okay with if we say I want to speak English with confidence, clarity, certainty, and to be taken seriously? No.
Gideon,
Yes.
it shouldn't be I want, it should be I will.
Natalie.
Actually, it should be I am.
It should be I am, absolutely, but it does, yes, I am going to.
Yes.
Or I am speaking better English.
I am speaking
More
English.
fluent, yeah, more fluent English.
Yeah.
Shouldn't you replace seriously with respect? Because doesn't seriously make it seem as if she's a joke? Shouldn't you replace seriously with respect?
Absolutely. I agree.
Yes.
Respect. Okay. So I am speaking English. I'm speaking fluent English with confidence, clarity, certainty. I am taken. No, I am respected. And bring in more paying
PG?
clients
Sorry, Gideon.
by 1 March 2026. Yes, Gail?
It should say, sorry, where you saying respect should, I think, my opinion, commanding respect.
Yeah, that can work. Command respect, yeah.
If you read the sentence, speaking English with clarity, confidence, and commanding respect.
Commanding respect and bring more paying clients by 01 March 2026. Yes, I like that. Thank you, Gail, for that feedback. Yolandi, does that make sense? Does that land with you?
It does. Thank you, everyone.
Okay,
Can
great.
I ask you?
Yes.
So Yolandi, in all of this here, how will you actually be able to measure that you have changed from where you are now to how are you going to measure it in yourself that you know, okay, I've achieved this?
When people stay quiet when I speak, when I start keeping quiet to listen what I'm saying,
Yeah.
because then now I'm talking sense. I will feel the confidence coming through. That's how I will know.
Yeah.
And I will feel that I'm going to achieve things quicker. That's also going to happen. And people will have clarity at the end. When I ask them, when I summarize, they always say, yes, we understand, we understand, we understand.
Okay.
All right.
Thank
So
you.
you will be able to come across more clearly. People will understand better.
Yeah.
Okay. So I am speaking fluent English with confidence, clarity, certainty, so that people understand me better. I am commanding respect and bring in more paying clients for the company by 01 March 2026. Right?
Can I ask a question?
Yes.
So, Yolandi, if you look at it that we're here now in December the 12th, and you're looking at it's under 3, it's literally you're giving yourself a bit of December and then Jan, Feb. Do this. What actions are you going to do that's going to be different from what you're doing now when you're speaking English? Because let me tell you, when I hear you, your English isn't bad. So there's clearly something you want to do differently.
I think I should prepare better. The thing is, I'm not doing that yet. I'm going to have to do that. That's why I need to get there. In other meetings, when I have to present reports to the clients, then I am prepared. Then I speak confidently and all that. But I'm stepping into new territory. And when I listen to my manager, how she does it, it's amazing. And then I start feeling scared. You know, because it's a different territory. But I am doing a project management course, going to start off next year. It's for a year. So I will learn how to do projects, but how to communicate things in meetings it will be difficult for me in the beginning. But it's not going to be on the level that my manager does, and I want to get there. How she talks, how she speaks.
So how often are you speaking at the moment?
Just about once a week to a client. It's for a half an hour. But I also am a supervisor, but just over 2 people. So I speak to them often.
So how many times would you like to be speaking to give yourself more practice to gain the confidence and then
daily, but not in real life for practice, but it's going to become daily. They are starting to pull me in to the projects. They're not putting a pressure on me, but I want to wow them. You see.
So maybe you need to set in your goal how many times you want to be speaking so that with the practice you're going to improve.
Yeah, I can't schedule the meetings myself. That's done by management, and then at this stage I'm just listening in so that I can get familiar with the process and so forth. But I know she's going to eventually hand off some of the smaller projects to me, and then I'm going to have to speak like she does.
Okay.
Fantastic. Thank you so much for asking those questions, Kathy. Very, very important what you said there. It needs to be very specific. So can I just quickly make sure before we move on to putting this into a system, if I understand you correctly, Yolandi, you said, I am communicating better and command more respect by speaking fluent English with confidence, clarity, certainty to bring in more paying clients for the company by 01 March 2026. So what we can now do is we can now try and put this into our acronym here, SMARTER. So what Kathy did was, Kathy said, okay, listen, what is the measurable? How are we going to measure this? So is this specific? I am communicating better and commanding more respect by speaking fluent English with confidence, clarity, certainty, and to bring more paying clients for the company by the 1st of March 2026. So is this very specific, Kathy? Would you say it's specific?
I still think she needs to put in there how often she would like to, even though she's not doing it yet.
Yeah. So that would be by practicing daily.
Yes, but how would I practice daily with at home?
Yes.
And what will I practice? Like, what content will I use?
You'll
Or will I
speak
just open up an English book and start reading out loud as fast as I can? Or to see, you know?
Can you tell you a little secret?
Yeah.
I don't know how I passed English in matric. So I grew up in Heidelberg and everything was done in Afrikaans. The first time I had to do anything in English was at varsity. So I would pay someone, I would write everything in Afrikaans and then I would pay someone to actually translate it for me in English. And then I would hand it in. Okay, and then when I became an entrepreneur 28 years ago, became a coach, I said, oh shucks, I need to speak English. So what I did was I literally got a dictaphone. I got presentations and I took a mirror and I stood in the mirror and I would speak in the mirror in my presentation and I would record myself and then I would listen back to my presentation. That's how I learned to speak proper English. And well, not that I can speak proper English, but better English with confidence, certainty, clarity. And I do make a lot of mistakes, but every time I make a mistake, I can immediately pick it up because I've trained my brain to do it. So please, if you want to do that sort of thing, I would put it in your goal that you want to achieve.
Yes,
Like,
that's a good one.
right.
As you all know, the mirror is our friend these days.
That's it. I'm communicating better.
Yes, yes.
I command respect by speaking fluent English with confidence, clarity, certainty to bring in more big projects for the company by that. Certainty by doing daily mirror work and recording on.
Yes, my voice. I have to force myself to sound more energetic as well.
Yes.
Sometimes I sound a little bit flat or demotivated, which is not the case. I'm not demotivated, but that's what I sound like because I don't put in a lot of effort into my tone of voice and all of those things. I actually forgotten how to do those things. I did do a course years and years ago, but I've completely forgotten because I wasn't in this position. So
the very first thing that you can do is record yourself. You will very quickly pick up where you need to change your voice and how you need to change it. The second thing that you can do is you can always stand when you present. As you can see, look here, my chair is like this. I always sit like that. It creates a completely different energy. My back is straight and I pull my stomach in. It creates a completely different than this.
And Yolanda, you can use Zoom and you can go onto Zoom and actually record yourself and then watch yourself back to get an idea of how you're presenting yourself and how you'd like to change things.
good idea. Thank you. Okay, I'm typing everything, making notes.
So Yolandi, what we did tonight was we gave you a very specific goal. We said, I am communicating better and commanding respect by speaking fluent English with confidence, clarity, certainty, by daily mirror work and recording with dummy presentations to bring more paying clients for the company by the 1st of March 2026. Now, can you tell me, Yolandi?
Yes.
Is that specific?
It is specific. I'm not saying that I must be perfect and ready to go by March, but I want to see a huge improvement.
That's it. So that's very specific. If you look at the acronym, is it measurable? Yes, it is measurable because we have a date and we do have a daily activity that you're going to do to get there.
Okay, awesome.
All right. Thank you, Kathy, for helping with that. Is it achievable?
Yes, it is.
All right. Is it realistic?
Yes.
All right. Is it time bound?
Yes.
Is it exciting?
Yes.
Is it exciting?
Definitely.
Yes, of course it is. Right. It inspires you to do daily activity, daily, every single day. Right. Is it rewarding?
Absolutely.
Absolutely. Right. So that's how you evaluate your plan, your goal, the thing that you want to achieve. Right.
Okay.
So unless you've written down the well-formed outcome as if you're already doing it, you cannot move on to put the system together. So we've used yours as an example now this evening. So let's take it one step further. Let's talk about the system. Okay, are you guys ready? Everybody happy? Fantastic. Right. So guys, this is the system. This is the system. Remember we spoke a little bit about the different distribution. We spoke about electricity. There's the generation of the electricity. There's the distribution of the electricity. There's the high voltage, low voltage, and then there's the consumption. Right. In order for you to now achieve that, Yolandi,
yes,
we need to go and put every single step of what you want to do and what you need to do
action plan
into a system, right?
Okay.
So I'm now going to share with you, and we're going to do it in an Excel spreadsheet. I'm just going to do a few of them, and then we need to do the rest of them later because we are running a little bit out of time. Is there anybody getting value from this? Can I get a thumbs up? Everybody still with me? Everybody still okay? Is everybody doing their own goals and their own dreams and their own things that they are writing down on the other side? You're getting value from this? Thank you, Yolandi, for being our guinea pig, and thanks everyone for joining in. It's really fantastic. I love this. Right? So I want you to pay attention. We're now going to have 4 or 5, maybe 6, maybe 7 direct cause factors that's going to impact your system. It's going to be the big things that we need to do and we need to get into place. Just want you to be aware of something. This is the big one. Now, with many of my clients, I have the big one, usually 5, 6 steps maximum, big overview steps of what we need to do to achieve that. And then we take, if it's needed, we take one of those steps and we do another one that we break it down into even smaller steps. Right. So let me do this. I want to quickly share my other screen. Give me a second. Okay, tell me if you can see the spreadsheet, please.
Can see it.
Right.
Yes, we can see it.
Thank you, thank you. Right. So, Yolandi.
Yes.
So this is then, let's quickly see here. Okay. This is your goal over here. You are now speaking English. I'm just going to say speak confident English. Right? All with me on that one?
Yes.
Let's make this black. Okay. Now, what needs to happen just before you can actually speak English with confidence?
I need to
Someone said something?
practice English, speak English. Yes.
You need to practice.
Yeah.
All right. Kathy, do you agree with me? Practice.
In fact, I would say practice will come earlier in the thing because she'll finally do a major presentation where she'll
Correct.
know she's doing it.
All right. Fantastic. So you actually want to do a presentation, right?
Yes.
All right. So here you want to say, actually, I want to speak confidence English. It needs to be there. I know it. What is this thing? I'm going to change this font quickly. Okay. So you want to do a presentation. So can we say it needs to be a client presentation, right? Client presentation. You want to speak confident English. Will there be something else that you're going to do before you speak with confident English? What is it going to be just before you speak confident English?
Try to be relaxed.
Okay, right. So that's in the moment that you're going to do it. Obviously, if you've got more confidence, if you're practicing more, you'll naturally have more confidence. Anybody else want to try? What are you going to do just before you speak confident English?
Prepare.
Prepare. All right. What would you prepare? Was it Susan?
Are we talking about when I'm actually doing it or when I'm busy getting ready to become like that?
All right. So these are the big things that we need to now do in order for you to be able to do a proper client presentation for onboarding. So the goal is to have a client presentation where you sound confident, where you are, you speak with certainty and all those things that we wrote down. Before you can do that, you need to speak confident English. In other words, there needs to be a few presentations, practice presentations, right?
Oh, okay.
Okay, do you agree?
Yes.
All right. So will practice presentations comes before you can speak confident English?
Definitely.
Okay. So practice presentations. Okay, practice presentations, fantastic. And that will then bring you to speak confident English. Okay, great. So speak confident, practice presentations, and then you will be able to do a client onboarding presentation. Happy with that?
Yes.
Okay, great. So before we can speak confident English, what do we need to do? We need to do daily mirror work, right?
Yes.
Okay. So we need to do a dummy presentation. A daily dummy presentation. Right? Happy?
Yes.
Right. So do you have a mirror?
Yes.
Do you have something to record yourself with?
Yes. My phone.
Your phone. Okay. So you also need to record yourself. I'm just going to add this in here just for the sake of this exercise. I need a mirror. Right. I need a recorder. Right. Is it possible for you to record your boss or someone at work when they do presentations?
Yes. They often record the sessions.
All right. So what about if you ask permission, if you can record their conversations and listen to that on your way to work and from work back home, to listen to how they speak and what they say and how they talk. So instead of listening to the radio, you can listen to the presentations.
I think I can do that. I just don't know how to get it on my phone, but I will ask.
All right. So you can then listen to recorded presentations.
Yes.
Okay. All right.
The other question is, Yolandi, have you got an accountability partner?
Mm,
Yes, Natalie.
well,
Yes, it's her coach.
oh,
Natalie
oh, you
Edwards.
mean in this forum? Yes.
Because maybe you can also have that accountability partner assist you.
Hmm.
Absolutely, Yolandi, you know that.
Yeah, no, I haven't told Natalie this yet.
No, she
I
hasn't.
thought of it tonight. So this is
Yeah,
what
but I
I'm
mean,
gonna
on
do.
this chart, that could be included in the
Oh,
The partner.
step-by-step process.
okay.
Practice with accountability partner.
Hmm.
Of the night, my eyes are going, so I'm not sure about the spelling, but anyway, I'm just going to leave it in there.
Gideon,
Yes.
very important. This process is not going to work. The simple reason is you didn't put a little bit of procrastination in there as well. Everybody procrastinate, and a little bit of rest as well. Everybody deserves rest. So rest and procrastination, then this whole process will definitely work.
Okay. Oh, thanks, Beckerman. You're a champion. All right. So before I find the accountability partner, what other major steps do I need to put in place? Maybe get a dummy presentation.
I do have after they record the sessions, they send it to us.
Okay. All right.
With the presentations and all.
All right. Great. Do you look? There's lots of things that we can add on to this to help you with your grammar and your understanding and that sort of thing. Let's leave it at this for now. These steps that we've got in place. Are you all happy with that?
Yes, thank you.
Okay, great. Now, guys, these are the direct cause factors. In other words, these are the major things that's going to impact her life. So that's basically 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then the 16, right? 16's fantastic, and you're going to be there. You're going to hit it, no problem. Now, can you tell me, Yolandi, how much time do you need between getting started with your practice, with your practice partner, or getting a practice accountability partner? How much time do you need to get that organized? In terms of days.
As from today,
I'm here.
well, I'm
So
going on leave, so
tomorrow
I'm going to
morning.
have a lot of time as from Saturday.
There you go.
And
So
then
you've
I
got
can-
zero, you don't need any days, 0 days.
No, 0
Right.
days.
How many days do you need to start listening to any recordings that you might have?
I would like to start on Saturday.
You've
Right,
already
so you
got some saved though, don't you, Yolandi, from previous meetings?
That's why I'm saying I just want to work tomorrow,
Okay.
and then I'm gonna relax a bit.
No procrastination, eh?
Oh, there we go. There's the system. That's why we put the system
Relax
together.
a bit for the evening, if you don't mind.
We're putting the system together now. There's no rest for you.
Oh,
Okay, so you don't need any days. You can start tomorrow. Boom, 0. Okay.
fine.
Daily dummy presentations. You don't need any days for that. Okay, listen, let's say you need 2 days because you're going to start on Saturday. That's fine. And you're going to start practicing. But now you need to remember, we are working towards the 31st of March, right?
Mhm.
And you need to do a daily activity plan. So daily, you're going to do your dummy. And between now and the 31st of March, it's going to be, what is that, 91 days. Let's just round it off. Let's say 91 days. Now, you can't wait 91 days before you speak confident English, so it needs to be shortened. It needs to be brought up a little bit. So we need to make sure that you can have by at least the 31st of January that you can start speaking English with more confidence so that you can do more practice presentations, right?
Yes.
Okay. So in other words, you need daily presentations, then it's about 20 days left in December, plus 30 days in January, that's 50 days. Okay?
Okay.
Right? And then you will speak English with more confidence. When you do get there, okay, that is basically going to allow us then end of January, March, let's say by the end of Feb, which is another 30 days, you're going to be speaking with confidence. You're going to do your practice sessions for another 30 days. So let's make that, if that's okay with you, 15 days to practice. And then you can do your first time presentation by the 1st of March. You don't need any additional time for that. Fantastic. Now, Yolandi?
Yes.
If we look at the time frame that you put in place, you said 1st of March, and that gives us approximately 30 plus 50 is 80 days, which is a little bit longer. So that's probably going to run up until the middle of March. So we need to make an adjustment in terms of your plan here.
I think I'm giving myself too much time.
Yeah.
What do you guys think? I think the 1st of March is too far ahead. I think I can do it quicker.
Right. So let's say we give you 30 days to do dummy presentations, 15 days to speak confidently, 15 days to prepare properly, and then you can do your first client presentation the 1st of March. Happy with that?
Happy.
All right. Perfect. Tell me quickly, how will you know, how much money do you need right now to start practicing?
Nothing.
Zero. How much money do you need to start listening to recordings?
Nothing. I don't need money for any of those.
Nothing of them.
No.
Nothing. Right. So money is not going to be holding you back. If there was any other plan, you would need to look at the budget to see if you've got any budget in place. You don't need any budget. Zero needed. Zero needed. So you cannot have an excuse. I didn't have money. Okay. All right. Okay.
Gideon,
What? Yes.
can I ask something?
Go for it.
I had these, I put these plans in place for next year, but now I don't know if I've maybe aimed too high.
All right. You can only know if you aim too high if you put it into a system like this so that you can track it.
Because I don't know, but I've given myself a year, but it's all 3 different areas, but I don't know if I don't know how to even get there. That's the thing.
So remember this, Susan, this is not about being perfect. This is about what can I do today? What is the one thing that I can do today? And this system is about what can I do today? Then what can I do tomorrow? Then what can I do the day after that? Then what can I do after that? So maybe your plan has got too many steps. Maybe you need to make your plan a little bit shorter and then take each one of those steps and make them into smaller steps.
But the actual outcome, I don't know, because I am my own boss. But
Yes.
now, so I work in a company and we are contractors. So I do bookkeeping for 33 complexes. But I also want to have a sideline business where I'm making my own income by the end of next year. And I also want to have a good relationship by end of next year and my health.
Okay.
So those are huge things, but I don't know how to go about to get a client or to get a relationship and all those things.
All right.
It seems out of reach.
No, nothing is out of reach. Once you've put it out on paper as a wish, when you put it into a system, you can make progress. Now, yesterday,
achieved so far has been phenomenal, but these things, I don't know, they seem far bigger than anything I've ever thought of.
that's fantastic, Susan. It shows that you're seeing the big picture, you're moving forward. That's well done. What I would recommend you do is won't you just maybe book some time with me and then we can unpack that a little bit? Will that be okay with you?
Are you speaking to me?
Yes, yes.
Okay.
All right.
I don't have your.
Let me finish Yolandi's tonight so that we can show everyone what a system looks like, and then I can work with you in private. Is that okay?
Are you speaking to me?
Susan.
Yes. Sorry.
Okay, great. Thank you for that. All right, Yolandi, what will be the proof that you will have when you start with your practice partner, with your accountability buddy? What is going to be the proof? How will you know you've done it?
Natalie will say, well done.
Okay, will there be a
She
recording?
will say,
Will you do a recording?
Yes, we can record it.
sorry,
Okay.
these frogs are so loud. Let me just adjust the volume here.
All right, so you'll do a recording, right? And how are you going to celebrate when you have that first practice session with your accountability partner?
Celebrate after the first session.
Yes.
Okay.
Chocolate.
Chocolate.
Cookies.
I'm on leave, so I think wine.
Wine. Okay, you're going to have a glass of wine.
Yes.
Okay, you're going to send me a picture of a glass of wine so that I can share it with the rest of the group.
It's
No
not a
problem.
glass, it's a bottle.
The
All
bottle is the glass, but okay.
Okay, great. Can you tell me what is going to be the proof once you have listened to the recording? The recordings of the presentations. What is going to be your proof?
I'm gonna sound confident and look confident, and when
Right.
I speak,
Maybe you can take some notes.
take some notes. Okay, yes.
Right. So take notes. Right. How are you going to celebrate once you've done it?
Oh wow. Celebrate. Okay. I'll get some cheesecake.
Cheesecake. Right. You're gonna take a picture and send it to us.
I could.
All right, great. So in other words, guys, what am I trying to do here? What am I doing? I'm keeping Yolandi accountable.
Yeah.
She said she's gonna have a glass of wine, and what did I say? You're gonna take a picture and send it to me. When I work with any of my clients, I say, right, if I don't get a picture, I assume it didn't happen. Every single time. I've got the number of my clients on here this evening. You can ask any one of them. Whenever I give them something to do, I do it to keep them accountable. They need to take a picture, they need to send it to me. Even if it's work that they need to go and write, sometimes I get them to burn letters, sometimes I get them to write letters. Send me the letter. I know it's personal. I need to have it. I need to get the proof. Right, next up. What is going to be the proof that you've done your daily dummy presentations?
I could put it into a folder, each presentation that I do,
Okay.
and give it the number of the day.
Put in folder. All right, great. And how are you going to celebrate?
I'm running out of options. I can do wine every time. I can buy a big box.
All right, what about having a nice bubble bath? Candlelit something, I don't know.
Okay.
All right, remember it's something that you need to do for you, right? Not for anybody else, not for your family. It's something that you do for you.
Okay. A bubble
You
bath.
can even put on music and do a dance, a happy dance.
I was thinking definitely dance, yes.
Yes. Or you can take a shower and then run around the house naked. Just don't invite the neighbors. All right. A happy dance.
Yeah.
Fantastic. All right. So how will you know what is going to be the proof that you can speak English with confidence?
Well, I'll have to hear it.
Hear it. Okay. You're going to be able to hear and feel it, right?
And feel it, yes.
All right, but hear and feel is very much a sensory thing. So what is going to be the proof? Are you going to have a recording, or are you going to have someone listen to you to give you feedback? What are you going to do?
Someone listening to me.
Okay, get feedback from someone.
Yeah.
Who's going to be that someone?
I can be that person.
Susan. Okay. Feedback from Susan. Okay.
But I don't speak Afrikaans so well, so.
No, I'm going to speak English.
But
I'm not speaking Afrikaans to you guys.
All right.
I must practice.
There we go. Right. How are you going to celebrate when you've done that?
Well, I suppose I can watch a movie on my phone, on my stupid phone in the evening.
Watch a movie.
Yes.
Right, great. So guys, what am I doing? Every time you celebrate something, you train the brain to keep on going with the system. Made a small achievement. Well done. Train the brain. Dopamine spike. Feel better. Lekker. I've already done 3 of the 5 or 6 steps. Let me keep going. Let me keep going. You know, what is this holiday that I'm on? Forget about the holiday. I want to speak perfect English with confidence, clarity, certainty, to bring in more better clients, to feel better, to be respected. Right? Remember the outcome that we write on top there, right? Next up, what is going to be the proof that you have done your practice presentations? Recording?
Yeah, it seems to be the same things.
Okay.
Coming up here, it's recording, getting feedback, and things like that. More.
Right. Maybe let's do a Zoom recording, right?
I'll do a mirror recording, myself in the mirror.
There we go. Right, a Zoom recording. Okay. And what is going to be the proof?
I was thinking I should get myself a cheap face mask at Kicks.
Okay, so that's going to be your celebration.
And put it on.
Face mask, okay? Okay, great stuff. I like that. Oops, let me just spell that right. Face mask. Okay, here we go. Fantastic. And then, what is going to be your proof that you've done your first client presentation with confidence, clarity, certainty, and enrolled them onto your process?
Well, I will just know it. When I go through it, I'm gonna know. I'm gonna know.
You're gonna have the paperwork to prove it.
Yes.
Paperwork to prove it, right? And how are you gonna celebrate?
I'm not sure. I'm trying to think of something wow. Something awesome. Any suggestions?
If there's somewhere where you'd like to go that would be special.
Well, I'll have to take a friend with, and they're not always available. Let me think of, and I can't go alone somewhere in the evenings.
You said you like cheesecake, so what about a cup of coffee and a cheesecake at Mug and Bean?
Huh.
You already had cheesecake earlier on, but
I don't know. Again. I'll take my mom to Mug and Bean or something like that. Yeah.
So celebrate with the family.
Yeah.
All right. Okay. Yolandi.
Yes.
So we've got a well-formed outcome. We said I'm communicating and command with more respect by speaking more fluent English with confidence, clarity, certainty, with doing daily mirror work and reading dummy reports to bring more paying clients for the company by 1st of March. We'll just have to, I can't read my own handwriting, need to do that again. But that was the plan, that was the goal, that was the direction we wanted to go. Now we put it into a system. Now we can start making progress, right?
Okay.
Does it make sense?
Yes. Yes, yes.
All right. Now, let's say, for instance, I'll get to you in a second. Let's say, for instance, your daily dummy presentations that you want to do 30 of them. We can now take the daily dummy presentations out and we can make that a standalone. So that's our daily dummy presentations. And you can do 1 to 30. And you can then say, right, in the next 30 days, it's going to take me at least 10 minutes or 20 minutes or 30 minutes to do a presentation. I need to do a bit of prep. So let's say 35 minutes. So I need to find 35 minutes somewhere in my day in the next 30 days to be able to practice this every single day. Right.
Okay.
So what we will then do is, if I can, all right, let me first ask you this before I actually go back to my presentation. Does this make sense to you, Yolandi?
Yes, very much.
Okay. Does anybody have any questions on this? Right. When you follow this process with a client, let's say, for instance, they've got a money goal. Let's say, for instance, they've got a health goal. They've got a goal like Yolandi just wrote down here. You can do it for absolutely everything. Every single one of them, you need to make sure that the client is kept accountable by having something that they can prove that they've done it. They have the budget available. Sometimes people don't have the budget available. Then we need to adjust. We need to put a plan together to get the finances together so that they can actually start with this plan. Right. If they don't have the time available, or maybe they put an unrealistic time frame in place, we need to go and make the adjustments to the time frame that they put in place, or we need to see what can we cut out, or how many of these steps can we combine to make sure that we actually make up that time to get them there. Right?
Yes.
Cool. Aldi, you've got a question?
I don't have a question. I just want to say that we were trained from a very young age to be rewarded with food. So I think we should really take time and think, how can we celebrate differently? I'm just serious, because if we continue with this, and now with end of March, she's going to have another goal.
To lose some weight.
Yes.
Perfect, Aldi, perfect.
One of my other goals for 2026 is exercise and things. So I think I'm good.
All right. So Yolandi, this is a plan that you can implement. We can print it out for you. We can obviously add all the little bits. And now your coach, naturally in this case, can actually keep you accountable towards this, or you can have this up on your wall. Is that right? Now, again, you need to go and break this down into smaller steps as well. The major things that we need to do. Now you need to go and say, right, I need to go and listen to the recordings. I need to do the daily presentations. You need to extract that, and you need to do that into a further plan. Let me just explain what I mean by that. Give me a second. I just want to this one here. I think it's this one. Yes. Right. So can you see what I mean by that? You will now take that one out that you need, and you need to go and put in a different one in place for them to keep you accountable every single. So that now becomes a daily activity schedule or a daily action sheet. Remember, power of one. One thing, one thing, one thing, one thing. Do it over and over again. Create a rhythm. The more you have the rhythm going, the more it becomes a habit. And the more you become a habit, the more you get what you want. Right. Okay, Yolandi, all good?
Yes.
Fantastic.
Yes.
Yes,
I just want to say something to Yolandi. Yolandi, I just want to say I think you're very special. You resonate with me so much. I think even over the many years that when I started out with PG, I sense things in you that I was back then. And I think a lot of it is that you have to believe in yourself more. And I think you are very special. And I just wanted to say I appreciate you.
Thank you so much, Susan. It's so nice to hear.
Wow. Susan, that's very special. Thank you so much. And guys, can I just get a round of applause and some streamers and some hands up for Yolandi? Yolandi, thank you so much for sharing your goal. And we're all going to keep you accountable. We're all rooting for you to come and present on momentum in the new year so that we can hear how confident you are. Right?
Okay.
Great. Thank you. Right. So guys, here's something else that you can do, with that little dream box. Make it a fun family thing. If you go on holiday, you know exactly when you leave, when you come back, where you're going to stay, what you're going to eat, what you're going to see. Make sure that you also use all the visuals and all your senses that you've got available to keep you on track and to help you to where you need to go. And I am going to wrap it up. So, Emmanuel, you've got a question. You're more than welcome to unmute. Emmanuel? Emmanuel? No, can't hear you, Emmanuel. All right. When you do find the unmute button, you're more than welcome to speak to us. No problem. So, guys, what I want you to get from this evening is the power of one. Make one little thing, one adjustment, one small thing, and repeat it over and over and over again. Remember, failure is nothing than a few bad mistakes that you repeat over and over and over again. Success is a few simple things that you do that's absolutely spot on, a line that you keep on repeating over and over and over again. That's going to get you to the ultimate goal. Right. So tonight was a marathon session, and I want to say thank you very much for everyone that's still here. That's still alive. For those of you that's already fallen asleep, it's time to wake up. We're done. So, guys, we are wrapping up this evening. It is our last presentation for the year. We will be back in full swing on the 22nd of January. And I want to say from all of us at iSeekHelp International, that is everybody that attends the Momentum group, the Fast Forward group, the Results Maker System, the Paradigm practitioners. It's an honor, it's a privilege to have all of you here on a Thursday evening. It's wonderful to work with all of you. It really is so special to know that we are not alone. Every morning when we get together to practice on a Monday and a Friday, it feels like, it just feels right. When we get stuck, when we hear other people's successes, and we get to share and trials and tribulation, it just makes it so special. So I want to say thank you very much for a magical 2025. PG, are you still here? Are you not asleep yet? I know it's past your bedtime.
I'm absolutely here, yes.
All right. I want to just make a special thanks to you and Maralei and the team at iSeekHelp International also for welcoming me into the family and giving me the opportunity to be part of this incredible group. And we've got so many things planned for next year. It's difficult to sleep at night. It's difficult to not wake up in the morning and feel refreshed. I made the statement the other day that I don't use an alarm clock. I use an opportunity clock. I use the opportunity to get up in the morning and go, go, go. It is really magic. And thank you very much for your friendship. Thanks for your leadership. Thank you for creating something really special that's not only inspiring and transforming lives, but that is actually aligned with people's core values of ethics, honesty, trust, the whole lot. I can't believe my luck. So thank you very much for everything that you do for all of us. And thanks for being our leader. We're looking forward to a magical 2026. May you also have a fantastic festive season. And we're definitely going to need it for the new year. It's going to be a wild, wild one.
Gideon, thank you so much. And I really appreciate that. And I just really want to say thank you for every single person that is here, for every single person that participated this year, that gave their best, even when it was difficult. Gideon, and then for you, on the 23rd of December at exactly 9 o'clock, we have a little bit of a, what do you call it? Anniversary. 2 years coming. And yeah, 2 years coming. And so I had a dream some time ago, and I said I want a team that outperforms anyone else. And I didn't get a team. I got partners. So it's even better. And yeah, so Gideon, thank you for you. You are a very special human being. And the way that you do the presentations on a Thursday is absolutely mind-blowing. It's very clear that all those processes, plans, and all that really works. And it's something that everybody can apply in their own lives. So I'm going to wrap this up to say everybody needs to look after, what's this?
Start with me. Start with me. I will look after me.
I'm going to look after me for you. And I want you to look after you for me.
There we go. Got it.
Yeah, no, don't worry. I'm gonna also practice. Same. I'll join you, Landy. Gideon, thank you. And thank you to the rest. Marley, Simonique, you always behind the scenes. And yeah, no, it was absolutely fabulous. Thank you, bless you, and we see you in the next year.
Thank you very much. All right, so we've got some few more hands raised. Emmanuel, Yolandi, you guys want to unmute? You're more than welcome.
Yes, I just wanted to say thank you for your help tonight, Gideon. I really appreciate it, and everybody who gave input. It really makes me feel more positive, and that I know I have you guys on my side, and I have pointers to work from now, and that's awesome.
Fantastic. Thank you, Yolandi. You're more than welcome. And this is what this platform is all about. So if you know of anybody that would like to get exposed to what we do and we can help them uplift, please, you're welcome to invite them as well.
Okay, thank you so much.
Thank you. Great. Emmanuel, going. Emmanuel, you muted. All right. I think Emmanuel has got challenges with his mic. Guys, I'm going to wrap it up there. Thank you very much for your evening.